This race and the next one after this one will not be anything but ordinary. Will be everything and ordinary, I think. So we will start the race. This race will show the bad side of me, actually. So turn one, a bunch of guys just ended themselves. Natural selection will work its way, and usually turn one is just good example of what natural selection is, and all of the first lap actually is good thing what natural selection is. So okay, drinking game on natural selection, I guess. So we find ourselves in 14th place. So first chicane of the of this circuit, and guys just gave up 5 or 4 positions right there. A bunch of them just piled up and thought, hey, we might just give up the positions as we are in natural selection process chosen by sim racing gods. So we find ourselves in 12th place. No worries. I'm behind GTR, which I'm gonna be really bad at overtaking, and one more guy just can't resist the natural selection. So we will also overtake him, take the position gladly. So it's 11th place right now for me, and the GTR, which is really inconsistent, to say the least. Really inconsistent guy. The braking is his biggest issue. Most of the crashes, I think, usually happen just because of this braking point. If you haven't maximized your braking points, the braking points will be also your end. It will be your end usually in races. Also, if you're not good at knowing where the braking points are, and if you can't manage your brakes, it usually will conclude in somebody it will always conclude to somebody being rear-ended into you, usually. So before you go into racetracks, know your braking points, know your car's limits, and what should be expected out of the pace of your level that you're trying to compete in. So all of these servers are 70 and up in safety ratings. Some are 80 at safety ratings. I think this was 75. So usually I wait for the yeah, the guy just started to go 145 at the turn where you're supposed to move at 170 at least. So you can't fight with that. You just have to live through those moments. And here also just some bad luck for the guy, and it was clearly my fault that I rear-ended the GTR. No excuses. I should have been lifting, not lifting, I was lifting the throttle right there, but I should have also hit the brakes. But that would result in me being rear-ended by Lambo or other guys. So we will try to stick our nose right up in the inside right there, but he didn't yield the space for me. He decided at the last moment, hey dude, I'm just gonna close the door with no reason whatsoever. So he closed the door and yeah, didn't capitalize on the position. He also go really deep on brakes right there. So we will preserve our position. He will have a bad run out of the first chicane, out of the not chicane but before the chicane, and we will take the outside line through the chicane and jump over the sausage curb with straight wheel. Always, if you want to come to do this move at that place at the Zolder circuit, you have to hold your wheel straight, otherwise the move will not go through. So not many people expect that move, but I usually do it. It's a really good place where to do it. Always the chicanes are really good places for overtaking. So one more guy just off the track, enjoying the sight of others racing. So here we are in 8th place right now. We will skip a little bit more. I'm skipping this race quite a bit, as you know, and it's really evident that this was really a lonely race, and 2 more guys, they will have really hard time on distinguishing who has the right of the way in the race. So they and this is what I should have been done, like Lambo here. He gave up the position just to let pass the guy that he rear-ended or crashed. So it was what I had to do, but I didn't. I'm a bad person. So next race, Catalonia. Good race. Many people also racing. I was starting in last place yet again. Didn't really go for the qualifying, so we already get 3 positions done. I think 3 or 4. So right here we try to seek out what else I can gain, but ultimately it will be 3 positions. Okay, 4 positions, as the BMW guy just took care of the business himself right there, yielding the position to me. And we find ourselves behind Persona, Giru and Gonsalza. These 3 guys will be our story of the race. So the green Ferrari is really opportunistic on his defensive behavior. He's really defensive. He doesn't like to give up the position. So going inside of the BMW and consolidating the position that I just gained. As you can see, Giru is not the fastest guy, but he's kinda he was hard to catch. He always had this lucky side of him just getting that defense done, I guess. So we find ourselves just ahead of Giru, but he will just decide to pump me just a little bit wide to make me yield the position to him back. So we will try to go for the better exit. As you can see, I'm yielding the first part of the chicane to get a better exit, and that's what you should do in Catalonia. Usually, you have to, at the last chicane, just go slower but tighter for the first part. So here also the BMW will just questionable move up the inside, but I have to yield the position also, no worries. So we gain 1 position back out of those 2 lost, as one guy was off the track a little bit. So here we find ourselves behind Martin and Gonsalza. We try to go really with the guys. As you can see, the BMW at the end of the lap, we take the tighter line here, and then we slam the accelerator, and we will get alongside first. And yeah, Gonsalza thought that I was pushing him wide. I guess he was a little bit nervous, but there was a lot of space for him at the left side. But yeah, the nervousness usually gets to you in these types of races, where it's not really when marshals are not seeing what has been done on the circuit. People are not feeling safe. People always feel attacked, I think, because on these competitive races where it's AOR or Apex Online Racing or other leagues, people usually have much more consistency, much more you know the grid also, and you know the guys. So with public lobbies, the issue is that you don't know anybody that you're racing with. Maybe you get to consolidate some kind of people that, oh, I see this person yet again, or it's another time racing him. I know that guy, he's really fast on that part. But in these public races, it's really rare thing. So here, these 2 Ferraris will go right up in the inside, as I know Bentley has better brakes, but still Giru will just graze the back of me and will sit tight on the position, but he will lose ultimately anyways. So we are now on the races after Martin, which is also a fast guy. It was a little bit of work for me to get to Martin. He's not really your average slow dude. I'm also making these mistakes, so half a second lost on the first chicane. So Martin is really off on his own race right now. I'm not gonna be able to catch him, but we're sitting now in 9th place. And yeah, the Moreira, I guess, the guy, is not really fastest guy, but we will try. Yet again, I'm making sure that I'm ready for last chicane exit. I hope I'm gonna be better at the exit of the last chicane. And you can see he's not really capitalizing on track limits and apexes. As you can see, he's running really wide. You can tell that he's rookie. So tight line here and exit really powerfully with almost full throttle, and the job is done. That's it. That's your prime place where to gain positions in Catalonia. So make sure you follow up on your own races in Catalonia if you ever get the chance to race in Catalonia. Always make sure that you're doing it at the end of the lap at the last chicane. It will always work. Most guys don't know the most optimum line through there, and myself, I'm now just a little hot lapping session till I get to Fernandez. And he was kind of fast. We went back and forth with him, but here is the place where I might have a chance, as he wasn't really consistent. The turn-in also was bad, as you can see, and we will gain the position just like that, and we will give him space back on the circuit right there, and we will try our best right now to preserve our 5th position. And it's still 4 minutes left in the race. It might be 3 laps still, so tight line and power through, and you can say bye-bye to Fernandez. And I'm sure he's asking himself, why am I so slow out of this corner? But it's purely by your mistake not recognizing the faster way around the circuit. So this is the last lap of the race. Nothing much really happened, but anyways, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. My fastest lap was 1:45.57. Good lap, I think. I can do a 1 second better. Whole second, I just didn't find it because I'm so much up on my neck with work. I have a lot of work to do, a lot of sculptures to make. I'm a sculptor by day and sim racer by evening. So thank you so much for watching. I will get back on my work, and I hope you did enjoy, and we will meet on a racetrack, I hope. And leave your comments and thoughts. Goodbye.